Welcome to Let's Learn Jurassic World Evolution.
I can't thank you enough, which means I'm not gonna try. We worked so well together in the past, I thought I'd give you a chance to do it again. Get in on this one.
All right, so all that hard work last episode has paid off, and now we can take a shot at the entertainment mission on Isla Muerta, which would be our final mission on this island.
I'm not sure that's really any better. Attendance numbers, then. You're in? Cool, cool. Okay, we'll start at the beginning. New dinos. Incubate them, hatch them, and house them. You know the drill.
Hey, everybody, we're putting on a show. It's gonna be a spectacle hundreds of millions of years in the making. Sorry you may not survive.
And of course, to keep things interesting, we've got a little epidemic breaking out, so we've got to get our rangers busy medicating dinosaurs.
Adding to the list. Confirming task. Request acknowledged. Task received.
Okay, now we're going to take advantage of those medium power plants and see if we can't fit a medium power plant in here where we had the small one.
Confidence
and
is
that
high,
just ups our capacity
and your operation
without
is
taking up
running
any more
smoothly.
space.
Perhaps I was wrong about you.
And it fits nicely. It has more capacity, and from a smaller space, that's a good deal.
Acknowledging request for feeder resupply.
You've done good work in the past. That's why I know you are perfect for this contract.
There we go. Obviously our medium station just got finished, so we've got plenty of power. We've got good strong fences everywhere. And the main thing that is good about this park, well, a couple of things. One, we got this nice 115 rated dinosaur for free. We've got a Diplodocus, which is probably in the around the 100-ish rating. We got them both for free as part of our science mission. Now we're getting on the entertainment mission. We've got to create a raptor, a Dilophosaur, and an Ankylosaurus. Here I go with my usual don't know what I'm doing. Thinking I'm adding all those. But don't worry, we won't have to suffer through this too much longer. I'm just about caught up in releasing videos, so the new play will have the proper use of that, that bit of functionality. In this particular park, the way it's playing out, we've got that nice pin right there that's in the center of the screen as we're looking at it right now. Great place. We could put a Nodosaurus, a Crichtonsaurus, a Polycanthus in there. In other words, all the tanks, along with the Dilophosaur, and have a really strong paddock there with high-rated dinosaurs.
En route to collect the asset.
So we lost one of our Dracorex. So we need to replace it because that's a social animal. It needs at least 2 to be happy. So anytime that you lose one, of course, you've got to get a replacement in there so that the one that's left behind doesn't freak out. Of course, along with those tanks, the other thing we'd love to have would be Deinonychus to put in there with that Metriacanthosaur, because that large carnivore, small carnivore combo is really strong. Uh-oh, we lost one. Our Velociraptor didn't make it. Now, even though the mission says to make 1 of each, we're making 2 Velociraptors. In case we need to, I don't really know exactly how they're going to make us house these, so wanted to have at least 2 so that we could have a pair, so that we wouldn't have a problem with, you know, one being unhappy because it didn't have a fellow Velociraptor. And there I realized one of the reasons I got the failure there. Failed to upgrade, so now we've got success 2.0, which is 20 times 3 at 60% increase in our viability. So that should make all this, that should clean up that problem. And if you look back at our park from here, it looks pretty nice. Good looking park. I decided to get rid of those feeders because they do eventually, I guess the food rots, but they run out and you get requests to replenish them, and there's no reason. Nothing is living there now. And here you can see I'm just obsessed with making these viewing galleries work. Going to find a way that I like to really use these to advantage and really get high visibility. And a lot of the things I'm doing on this island in this build are experiments to see how it goes, but we will work out a method for using these that's very effective and gives us extremely high visibility. So there's our two velociraptors released, and of course they can live happily in there with the other velociraptors that were already there and the Ceratosaurus, so no problem yet. And we'll see, once we make the other two, we'll see what is it that they're wanting us to do here.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. You and I make a heck of a team.
No problem.
There's another reboot we need for a power outage. So we'll put some outage protection on there. A good combination is the strongest output increase you can get plus the strongest outage protection you can get. So now we got another storm coming, so let's get everybody to the shelter. And that reminds me that we could use a shelter down here in this new area we're developing. Oh, wait, actually, it looks like we already have one. Now we have one fairly close by. I want to build another one closer to this this little, what I'm thinking of now is a module down here. I noticed down there, really could use some storm protection down there on that. In fact, I even have a task to do it, so kind of asleep at the wheel here, paying too much attention to my mission, not enough attention to the other task going there, but we really could put storm protection down there. It would actually help us move on down the road. So now we're going to go ahead and create our Dilophosaur and Ankylosaur. Alright, storm's over. Didn't say that wasn't a very bad one.
I like this contract. You should too.
Alright, we're kind of in hurry up and wait mode here because we're not sure exactly what they're going to want us to do with this hazardous holding idea. And we know we've got three things that can't live together. I'm going to expand the size of that main pin there a little bit. And then what I want to do is create a kind of a incubation pin here, so that we can create these dinosaurs and have them come out without having them automatically go out into that population with the Ceratosaur and the Velociraptors. That way, you have more flexibility. We'll have more flexibility in being able to create different dinosaurs in that Hammond Creation Lab. But you have to leave enough space out away from the front of that, and that's where I'm getting that obstructed message. I'm actually, yeah, there we go. Now we're far enough out. Got enough room for a dinosaur to come out. So we put a gate in there in case we wanted to release something straight into that Ceratosaur paddock, this one, and keep it closed, of course, and that way we can put other stuff in there. So they just finished one of their little yelling matches, and the Velociraptor ran off. That just goes on and on all the time. So now we can safely put those two out there, and that'll give us the opportunity to tranquilize them and move them somewhere else safely without having to worry about that Ceratosaur, for example, coming over there and trying to kill the Ankylosaur, or the Velociraptor fighting the Dilophosaur. So they're going to come out, we're going to tranquilize them and then move them over into what we already have, which is a nice handy, we already have a pad that will take Ankylosaur and Dilophosaur.
We need to get our numbers up. Give them what they want.
Quantity and quality, but mostly quantity.
Damn. Okay, we got a problem. The island's power grid is down. It's time to earn our keep. Hey, yeah, so we switch to emergency protocols and keep our guests safe. Got it? Tell me you got it.
This is Lambert. Looks like this crisis was man-made.
Sabotage?
Appears to be. Any enemies come to mind?
Enemies, rivals, profiteers, the list is endless.
Yeah, indeed it is. I'll see what I can discover. Lambert out.
Asset collection request received. Acknowledging asset collection request.
So we've lost a bunch of power. Good news is our ACU is still working, so we can keep doing what we're doing. The other good news is we have happy dinosaurs, so the power is not essential to keeping them in place. Now, if we had this power out, then a storm hit, and the animals got angry, and the defenses were weakened, it could get a little hairy. And if I was a good driver, actually David C. pointed this out on a different video, but if I was a good driver, I'm not, it didn't even occur to me, I could take
Asset being transported.
one of those Ranger Jeeps and go over there, manually drive it over to...
Transportation underway.
over to a power station and reboot it. It didn't even occur to me. That's something I'm going to have to think about in the future. It would be easy to go over there and do a manual reboot if I could drive, but man, can I not drive. Maybe that's something to practice. So we're just sort of sitting here without the power for a while. Our ratings will drop probably a bit, but they'll recover. We're still able to do what we really wanted to do, which is get the Ankylosaur and the Dilophosaur over into their new home. But I have a feeling that given that this is called hazardous holdings, maybe there'll be more to this. We'll see. Remember, we've got one raptor who's our test subject, the one with the little blue icon next to him, and a Dilophosaur and an Ankylosaur as well. And we've got the power out, so this could be interesting.
Adding task. Acknowledged.
Now, what I did there to fix this was put in another power station
Adding
next to the
the
Ranger
list.
station so that I could get out there and start
Understood.
fixing this. Now, again, if I could drive, I wouldn't have had to do that. So, again, I need to practice. Or get a console. I'm sure it's easier to drive on a console than it is on a PC. At least I'm assuming it is. So now we're sending 3 Jeeps out there, 3 Ranger teams to get the reboots going and get our power back.
Proceeding to the feeder now. Adding task.
That looks better. Okay, you can see though our island's looking awfully strong. We're very, very close to 5 stars, and that's with really kind of minimal dinosaur genomes available to us. We just don't have enough to have that big rating we'd like to have. But we're still on our 2nd island, so we're looking good. And there, I finally punch in and get out here and get some storm protection for our new little module.
You really killed it on that contract.
We're very, very close to getting the Styracosaurus unlocked with the blue.
And that's a
with
wrap.
entertainment, so we're going to go, and we just got another one completed. So there's our Styracosaurus. Good deal. So we've completed all of the. We've gotten everything we can get out of science and entertainment. So let's go.
I'm doing what I can
focus
to help
on
you.
security.
Do what you can to help the security division.
And we've still got a little time left on our hazardous holdings, but so far it's just been you have to put them in a proper environment, and we were doing that anyway. So here's where I think my incredible stupidity is really going to hurt, because we're supposed to have that intensive repair, and I'm reading this and thinking, well, we've already got it on here. So I'm going to predict that we're going to build this Ankylosaurus, and then I'm going to go, why didn't it give me credit for that? This game is clearly flawed.
While it's still hot.
It's all the game's fault, even though I'm the one who's being stupid. So there, I promise you, I'm thinking, wow, I got this. I can build a Ankylosaurus. I've got all those different mods on it. I'm in great shape. Look at our ratings here. We're getting hundreds on some of this, most of the stuff.
We have many enemies. People, corporations, entities that will stop at nothing to obtain the knowledge and technology we possess. Look, not everyone likes me. Some find me cold and humorless. But they don't know what I know.
It's not what Dr. Wu knows, but what he plans to do with that knowledge that sometimes concerns me.
All right, so we've got Muerta up to nearly a 5-star rating. Just need a little better dinosaurs, and we're there. And of course, we got this. We've got complete Sinoceratops, and we've got Styracosaurus or whatever it is that we can get to. So Styracosaurus, that's it. So let's wrap up this session right here, this episode. We have completed all of our missions on 2 of our islands, and we've got both of them to 4+ status. So we're looking pretty good. So I hope you'll be able to join us for our next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it adds to your enjoyment of the game, and I hope you'll join us for our next Jurassic World Evolution video. Thank you.